The Jarek fleet hung in the void like a swarm of metallic locusts, their bioorganic warships pulsing with bioluminescent menace. For 3 cycles, they had terrorized the outer rim, reducing colony after colony to ash and memory. The Galactic Council had sent their finest, the crystalline armadas of Veltar, the phase-shifting squadrons of the Nomathi Collective. All had fallen. Now they waited at the Kepler threshold, confident in their inevitable victory. Commander Emma Reeves stood on the bridge of the UHNS Indomitable, her reflection ghosting across the tactical display. Dark circles shadowed her eyes. 72 hours without sleep would do that. But her gaze remained sharp as fractured glass. Around her, the bridge crew moved with practiced efficiency, their movements a choreographed dance of preparation. Ma'am, enemy fleet detected. Composition matches intelligence reports. 417 capital ships, approximately 3,000 support craft. Lieutenant Yao's voice was steady, professional. Emma nodded once. Distance to engagement range. 18 minutes at current approach vector. Signal the fleet. Execute formation Sigma 7. And get me Captain Torres. The view screen flickered and Elijah Torres materialized, all sharp angles and controlled intensity. His carrier, the Retribution, was humanity's newest nightmare, a vessel so advanced that even their allies had expressed concern. Emma. His smile was predatory. Ready to show these bastards why you don't mess with Earth? Always the showman, Elijah. But Emma couldn't suppress her own grin. Your wing ready? My pilots are chomping at the bit. We've been running simulations for weeks. The Jarek won't know what hit them. Good, because we're not here to negotiate. We're here to send a message that echoes across every star system in the galaxy. The human armada emerged from quantum slipstream like sharks breaching dark water. 143 warships, each bristling with weapons that bent the laws of physics in ways that made alien scientists weep. The pride of Earth's military-industrial complex, forged in the fires of a species that had climbed from the primordial muck by sheer, bloody-minded stubbornness. The Jarek commander, Warlord Krethal, observed the human fleet with what his species considered amusement. So few ships? The primitives were delusional. He opened a channel, his translator rendering his chittering speech into something approximating human language. Surrender your vessels and your deaths will be swift. This is the only mercy. Emma cut the transmission. All ships, she announced, her voice carrying across every bridge in the fleet. Weapons free. Show them why humanity doesn't ask for mercy. We take it. The universe exploded into violence. The Indomitable's main railguns spoke first. Hyper-velocity tungsten rods accelerated to 0.3 C, each carrying enough kinetic energy to crack a moon. They punched through Zarek's shields like tissue paper, turning bioships into expanding clouds of superheated vapor. But that was just the opening salvo. Elijah's wing launched from the Retribution, 200 Valkyrie-class fighters, piloted by men and women who had grown up playing video games that simulated impossible physics. They scattered like a school of silver fish, their quantum-entangled targeting system sharing information faster than light itself could travel. The Jarek tried to respond. Their spore missiles launched, their plasma lances fired, their gravity wells attempted to trap the human vessels. It wasn't enough. It was never going to be enough. Human point defense systems, refined through centuries of shooting down missiles, drones, and anything else that dared approach, created walls of lead and laser fire so dense that space itself seemed to solidify. Jarek missiles died by the hundreds, never reaching their targets. Emma watched the tactical display with cold satisfaction. 30 seconds into the engagement, the enemy had lost 87 capital ships. Their formations were breaking, panic spreading through their ranks like wildfire. Launch the Hellburners, she ordered. Elijah's grin turned feral, with pleasure. The Hellburners were humanity's answer to the question, what if we made missiles that could think? AI-guided, capable of independent maneuvering, equipped with fusion warheads that could turn a battleship into a brief new sun. They streaked across the battlefield, dodging, weaving, learning from every defensive attempt. 45 seconds. 231 Jarek ships destroyed. The aliens were running now, their disciplined formations collapsing into desperate flight. But humanity had learned long ago. You don't start a fight with humans unless you're prepared to finish it. And the Jarek had started this fight 3 cycles ago, when they burned New Johannesburg and everyone Emma had grown up with. All ships pursue, Emma commanded. No survivors. Elijah's fighters harried the fleeing vessels like wolves chasing elk. The heavier warships closed in, their particle beams carving through hulls with surgical precision. Human warfare had evolved over millennia of constant conflict, from sticks and stones to weapons that could shatter worlds. Every lesson learned in blood had been incorporated, refined, perfected. 58 seconds. 417 Jarek capital ships obliterated. The last few support craft scattered desperately, but there was nowhere to run. Human sensors could track a butterfly's heartbeat from a light year away. Human weapons could reach across the void and touch anything they could see. 60 seconds. Total enemy casualties, 100%. The void fell silent except for the crackling of cooling debris and the hiss of dispersing gases. Emma stared at the tactical display, at the red icons winking out one by one until none remained. All ships, ceasefire, she said quietly. Transmit the battle data on all frequencies, all languages. Let every species in the galaxy see what happened here today. Elijah's face reappeared on her screen. His expression had lost its predatory edge, replaced by something more contemplative. Think they'll get the message? They'd better. Emma's voice was steel wrapped in silk. Because we're done being the galaxy's victims. From this day forward, humanity protects its own, and heaven help anyone who forgets it. The human armada hung in space, surrounded by the wreckage of an enemy that had thought humanity weak. The Galactic Council would watch the recordings, would see the brutal efficiency of human warfare, would finally understand. Earth had entered the galactic stage not as supplicants or victims, but as apex predators, and the hunt had only just begun. The end.